I've been disabled since I was 17 years old. I'm a quadriplegic. I'm proud of being disabled. Centene giving a voice, a space to us, it's invaluable.
The mission of the council is really to help Centene be a good employer and to be a good partner with the disability community.
It is just this all-star team of disabled activists, and the chance to get to work side by side with them and to develop relationships with them was just incredibly exciting.
We have the head of the American Association of People with Disabilities, the head of the National Council on Independent Living, the head of the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network, people like me who are leaders with bipolar disorder.
I think the council has a unique perspective to educate Centene and inform them about what's going on the ground in the grassroots movements.
I think our biggest accomplishments have been when Centene has taken a good idea that started in the council and run with it. They started a barrier removal fund where they have competitive grants that they can give to people who are delivering healthcare on the ground.
Barriers can be both physical, like steps, but it also can be, does that provider understand how to talk to somebody with a developmental and intellectual disability in a way that they can really understand it?
The work that we did with Centene to encourage self-identification has definitely had a ripple effect across not just the healthcare industry, but across businesses broadly. The self-identification rates for Centene are much higher than other large employers. They're over 13%. I'm not aware of any Fortune 100 company that comes close to that.
It's not just a figurehead, it's not just a token, but they are listening to our voice and they are making changes.
I was able to be the co-chair of the public policy group because this is one of the areas I'm very passionate on as a person with IDD, because they're talking about our lives.
Healthcare is really a very important factor with respect to our desire to live, learn, work, and play in our communities.
These are important issues for me as an elder because I want my grandkids to have something different than what we're dealing with today in the world of healthcare and with disability.
My vision for Centene is that they continue their collaboration with the disability community to inform the services that they provide to the millions of members they serve. And I have a lot of confidence that they will do just that.